episode 1 of our new HKOTG podcast that we hope to be doing on a regular basis. I am here with Mr. Martin.
What's up, guys?
The guy who's been having all the fun. This guy.
It's not my fault he's so busy.
Yeah, it sucks being out of town and running around and doing back end stuff. Someone's got to have the fun, you know? Not me.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, you go ahead, bro.
So, let's talk about, I want to talk about one thing actually, it's quite important. The importance of likes and shares.
Yes.
As you all already know, that our videos and our page is, we all spend our own money on it. It's not made, we don't make any money out of it.
A lot of our own time too.
And time, exactly. Time is, there's no measure amount of money for our time. So we don't make any money off our YouTube videos, and basically it's just us bringing out videos for you guys and showing you guys cool stuff. So the importance of likes and shares. Now, likes and shares is not going to make us any money, but what it's going to do is it's going to show the retailers and the factories that we're proactive and we're getting the stuff out there. So the more you like and share the posts, the more the stuff gets out there, and then the more invites we get.
Right. And I think, you know, the one of the big things that we want to share as well is just we want to kind of change a few things in the community. We want to shine the spotlight on some things that maybe a lot of people kind of overlook, kind of like the small things, like when we go to Alpha Lock Graphics and we do hydro dipping. People want to know, but they don't know where to get it, you know. And these guys do such excellent work, like the Cerakoting people. They do such excellent work. I mean, the least we can do is show some appreciation and kind of put a spotlight on them. So in a sense, what Martin is kind of saying is not necessarily in the sense helping us because we need all these likes, but in the sense that, you know, we also want to help those people that we go and talk to, because a lot of these people, they're our friends.
Yeah,
they're our good friends. You know, we go to Alpha Lock. We've known these guys for many years. Martin's been friends with Lock for many years, and so that's something that, you know, we wanna help build in the community. I guess, you know, that's makes us feel that, you know, what we're doing is good, and it's encouraging.
Yeah, so like, share our posts. That helps us a lot.
Yeah. And
then we can show you guys more stuff.
Yeah. And most importantly, it's easy for us to gauge. The more stuff you like, the easier it is for us to kind of like, oh, they like this kind of content, well, let's do more of this. Yeah. Oh, they like custom guns, well, let's do custom guns. Oh, they like this particular kind of gear, oh, they like that, you know. Yeah. So that helps us gauge on what kind of content we want to push out to you guys and let y'all see the kind of content that y'all want to see. You know, at the end of the day, you know, we have a long list of ideas that we want to film, but that might not appeal to everyone, or, you know, it might appeal to some people. Some people find, I'm not watching the next episode. You know, so we want to be able to gauge you guys a little bit better as well, and we want to be able to put out better content that's more tailored to people and what you want to see. So in a sense, it's basically you're voting for the stuff that you enjoy seeing with your likes and with your shares.
Exactly. More likes.
More likes, more shares. Please. Okay, that's enough begging for one section. We're going to get off to something else. So Martin, you've been running around, shooting guns, doing the pew-pew. Out of all the factories or places you've been lately, which one stood out the most to you?
Which one stood out the most?
That you don't want to leave. You're like, just leave me here.
Yeah, Cerakote was pretty cool.
Yeah,
they had a lot of guns. Like, they had a range of, like, okay, we like GBBs, but if you're into Systemas, that place was the place to go. It had like every Systema you could think of in every color and shape and size. It's madness. So I reckon Cerakote is the best showroom / factory.
Nice.
That you can go to.
It was pretty cool how they did that. I never knew they had to do so much. I mean, so much work on the back end.
What a process.
To get stuff, you know, to get it ready to coat.
But that whole thing was done in a week.
Wow.
Yeah.
Still.
Normally it would be like 14 days, but they rushed hours and then got it done in a week. So I mean, even still, it's quite a process. Actually.
Nice.
I guess the baking.
Yeah. I guess you want to do something nice, you gotta take your time to do it. Yeah. It looked badass though.
And second, I'd say Hephaestus, actually. Hephaestus is like my place to go. If I want to find something cool, a cool scoop for you guys, I just rock up at a Festus. They've got something new all the time.
This guy, we get these random messages from Martin. I'm at a Festus, I don't want to leave. It's like a candy store right there. I'm like, yeah, thanks, we know.
Yeah. There's a lot of...
Brag about it.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that we see in the factories that we can't actually show yet.
Right.
So we've seen more stuff than what we can actually post online and
you know,
show.
We don't want to sound like we're bragging, but it's just you go in there and you feel so privileged. You go in there, you're touching this. Like, oh, I just want to tell everyone. I want to take pictures. I want to post it.
Pull the camera out.
Like, tweet it. Pull the phone out, and people looking at you like, you put that away.
Yeah. Hephaestus has got some really cool stuff coming out.
Yeah.
Awesome stuff.
Oh, I believe it. I believe it. Yeah, they seem pretty dedicated to their stuff too. Kind of working a really cool niche they got there.
Yeah, it's not. They're going in reverse.
Right.
So we've got to a point in Airsoft where like we're at the coolest things we can get.
Yeah.
Now that there's nothing like awesomely new. So they're going back. So they're taking all the old guns, all the old AEGs, and turning them into gas, which is actually like pretty cool.
That is pretty cool because there are a few AEGs that I would love to see turn into gas guns.
Something in the closet that you work out.
Yeah, you know, that would be awesome if you get like a drop-in conversion kit, like the Tavor. You get that drop-in conversion kit, you know, that would be awesome. A conversion kit that actually works, you know. So many conversion kits, so many that don't work.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, they don't work properly, I would say that.
I guess they're actually like using the GHK systems on all their guns. Most of the guns that you've seen that we've tested are all GHK systems.
Right.
And the Type 97, although it's a WA, they're going to put a GHK system in it, so it'll be like stable.
Right. Yeah, I guess that would be a little bit better. Rock GHK.
I mean, GHK is
pretty stable. GHK.
Exactly.
Also performs well in cold countries. We're thinking about you guys, Europe and America. We're thinking about you guys. No, yeah, it's just it's kind of, I wouldn't say frustrating, but you know, sometimes we live in Hong Kong. It's not cold here. People say it's kind of cold. I can kind of understand where they're coming from. And there's this huge mythos. It's like, oh, it's a little cold. I should not run my GBB. But it never gets into sub-zero temperatures here. So
guys in Ireland in the full winter, they're running GBBs. They're running them.
Yeah, I guess then we have no excuse here.
No excuse.
No, it's all good. So, let's say, to Festus, I would like to ask you what's next, but we can't say. I don't know. I haven't been.
I know what's next.
Okay. If you were to, since we were talking about drop-in like conversion kits, what is one of the AEGs that you would want to have a GBB kit for?
Although, okay, I already got this. Although it's already been done, I would say the Masada.
A proper one.
A proper one. Done properly, it's running sweet.
Yes, that would be awesome.
GHK mags in there.
Yeah. I would say, I'm not a big fan of the bullpup, but if you can get a GBB AUG, that would be awesome.
You know, online in the comments and stuff, people have been asking for that.
Yeah.
FALs and AUGs.
Yeah, AUG, I think an AUG GBB would just be awesome.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah. I think maybe they'll get there.
Hope so.
I think they will actually.
I don't know. Like, again, I'm not a big bullpup fan. I just think that would be a cool gun to have. And
everybody likes that gun, but then it just gets so boring after a while.
Yeah.
Pew, 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 AEGs, and then that's it.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
It's not that great. So let's just hope they do a bullpup, another bullpup.
Yeah, bullpup would be nice. I think you know, I have some friends actually that had an SVD converted to a bullpup, and that was pretty badass too.
Badass.
I mean, again, not my cup of tea, but I have to say that thing looks pretty badass.
Yeah.
All black SVD bullpup. That's pretty cool.
So let's what about slides?
Slides. I'm gonna just say it right now. If you're gonna make a salient slide, please refer to what they actually look like on their Facebook page. Please. If the color is a specific color, I understand there's a lot of trade dress we can't go by, but
you can get it pretty close.
You can get it pretty close. Yeah. And let's say, you know, you need to deviate a little bit because of trade dress. We absolutely understand. We don't want nobody to get in trouble. But if there was never a salient version of that specific gun, throwing Salient Arms International marking on your gun, it don't make it cool.
It don't make it cool.
It's like, it kind of makes the brand or whatever you're making a little silly, just a little silly.
Yeah. What about the blue? BLU?
Oh, yes.
You want that?
Yes.
It's coming.
Oh, I want it.
It's coming.
I want it.
BLU is coming. Salient Arms BLU is coming.
I want it. I want that blue so bad. It's like everything I didn't like about the Glock and everything I like about the M&P in one gun. I love it.
Yeah.
It looks
I'm not a big fan of the brass, but I mean,
me neither. I don't know why.
You can take that away.
You know,
you can take that away.
Whatever floats your boat, I guess.
It's hot.
I think the gun shape overall. I like the tail, the long tail to have in the back of the gun. You can ride that thing pretty high. Should feel pretty good in your hand. That was my biggest gripe with holding any kind of Glock. Real toy, whatever. It's so just feels so awkward.
But now you have a Glock.
I know. Well, if it wasn't for Chris Costa, I wouldn't use a Glock. I'll be honest.
You got the Ludus, right?
Yeah,
you both got the Ludus.
Yeah, I got the Ludus. Yeah, like I said,
it's a hot gun. I mean,
it's a hot gun. It really is. I gotta fix my trigger pull. It's too short. I gotta get it reset. But like I said, people I got mine at CRW. I can just go back down to Edwin, and he said he'll fix it up for me. Shout out to Edwin, great guy. Definitely gotta go if you're in the Hong Kong side and it's easy for you. Take a train down to CRW. They're moving, by the way.
Yes, he told me that.
Bigger shop.
Bigger shop.
Yeah.
Bigger place. Actually,
good for him.
I actually took Declan down there the other day.
Yeah.
He had been there for his first time, and he was quite impressed with all the little,
little knickknacks they have.
Little knickknacks.
Cool, yeah.
Knickknacks that they don't have anywhere else.
Yeah.
There are a lot of little knickknacks at CRW.
Yeah. Edwin's real dedicated to his craft too. Like he likes that SAS 80s kind of stuff. If that's your thing,
CRW.
that's where you gotta go. That's where you gotta go. And it's pretty awesome. And I'm really glad that he's moving out and he can move to a bigger place. And business has to be pretty decent for him. Here, I mean, you rent a place here, you got to make a little bit of money.
CRW is big in England, in the UK.
Yeah.
It's massive. They're all buying from there. One thing that I went to CRW and I had a look at was the Zev slides. What do you think about Zev? I'm actually gonna move into Zev actually.
No, I saw Dan Bazillion with one. I'm like, no, I'm done. Enough. I have enough slides with lightning cuts and all that. I'm done. I'm good. The only next slide that I will get is, please, Ace One Arms, if you're listening to this, I know you are. I really hope so. I've said it on your Facebook many times. MMP with RMR cut. Please. That's all I want.
RMR is like it's in right now.
I want it. Like I ran the Ludus a few times in a few games, and even with the shoddy trigger at times, I can see the benefit of having that dot.
You can just follow people.
Yeah, I can see the benefit of having that dot. I mean, it in a sense made me a little lazy.
Yeah.
Picking up my front sight, I picked up my M&P.
Yeah.
Picking up my front sight, I was a little bit lazy with that, but I pick up my Glock. It's there. It's there. You run it. You got to see the dot when you pull the trigger. That's all you got to do. It's good.
Yeah.
It's good.
I love that. The RMR is awesome.
If I don't get an M&P with RMR, a vanity gun that I would like to get is the Salient 1911 that Prime made. Oh my God.
It's nice. It's nice.
I think it has everything that a good gun would have. It's got you're buying the kit. You're not buying the slide. You're buying the full kit for that price.
That price is
great price.
It's huge.
And just some of the small details they did to it, like the barrel, how it's a little fatter up front. Oh, just
the price. Maybe going back to the price, I can't afford it.
Well, I can't afford it too.
You need a base gun?
Yeah, put in the grand scheme of things, I think if you're kind of willing to spend the money on something, I would, yeah.
Maybe they'll make a cheaper version.
Yeah, I hope so.
So maybe just you can't just do the slide yet. The whole kit.
And I think if we're talking about 1911s, it'd be a disservice if we don't talk about Red Wolf and their GRP.
Yeah, that's great. They should make a slide for that.
They should. I think they should make another version, just make an aluminum version where you can just pump top gas in there. Yeah. Of course, it's not going to kick like the actual thing, like what they have in the CO2, which kicks like a mule. It's a great gun. Amazing. It just fires.
We just can't use it anymore.
Yeah, it's just hard to use anywhere. You know, a lot of people, I understand, you know, CO2's come a long ways, but there's still quite a few variables, especially when it gets so hot here.
Yeah.
You know, you don't want to have your first 3 shots just be completely overpowered, and you don't want to hurt nobody. You know.
No. I mean, it's still about around 1.3 anyway, but
yeah,
it's such a it's been embedded into Hong Kong that CO2 is just a no-no.
Yeah.
Maybe, what do you guys think? Maybe we should bring it back.
We can consider. I mean, we can kind of work it back in. Like, kind of we start with pistols and we just move
up. Because I know there is a whole bunch of people just with like cams.
Oh yeah.
That want to run that
in the comment section. We're at a cam 870. Yeah. Where's that? Can we play with that?
Can we play with that? No.
Well, if you don't put sandbags in there, then okay. Well, think about it.
Yeah. Exactly.
Man, speaking of the cam, have you seen some of those videos of people throwing like things other than BBs in the shells? I've seen you play with something.
I've tried a few things just to like make sure it is what it is.
Have you seen one of that video I saw that William from GBB Gamer posted? Just awesome. How his cam works.
Oh well, yeah. No, he runs it, but it fails all the time, William.
Are we tagging him in this video?
He'll watch it. He'll watch it.
Okay.
Misfire.
No, that's a cool gun. You know, if we can kind of somehow.
Hey, I mean,
keep a good.
All these guns are, if you use them like the manufacturer intended it to be, there's no problem.
Yeah.
But we have to accommodate for the 1%. We're only as good as the 1%.
Yeah. Yeah, it's always that 1%. That's not.
Is that 1%? You know? Thanks, Mark. We can't use the cam. You just shot a stone out of it.
I just shot Max.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, so let's move on to let's talk about things in the group.
Okay. Well, I just did a video about trading, the trading group that we just did. That's why I've been kind of MIA for a little bit off camera. That's something that actually we've been talking about for quite some time, you know, and that's been a lot of feedback from the community on our main group. For the most part of last year, was a lot of people kind of complaining about the fact that, oh, there's so many trading posts here. You know, I want to come here and read more about Airsoft posts. Exactly. I want to post here more about Airsoft.
The trading group is working great.
Yeah, the trading group is fantastic.
It's really grown. It's like 1,000 something members.
1,002.
1,002 members.
We get about 3 to 4 requests a day. I try to, you know, I try, you try, everybody tries to get to them as soon as possible, you know, whenever, you know, time permits.
I think it doesn't last long in the day anyway, so.
Yeah. But the trading group was something that kind of, we didn't anticipate, I'll be very honest, that it would grow that fast. It was started in November, and by the time we got December, it was close to 1,000 people.
Yeah.
That was just a month. I mean, of course, a lot of people were our own people, but, you know, I think that answered a lot of questions as to, you know, the purpose for our group in general. You know, we grew to such a size where it was just trading post after trading post after trading post in the main group, where if you just post a regular question about Airsoft, it just gets buried in all the for sale posts. And I can see definitely a lot of concern that people had concerning that in the main group. So I think this is working out quite well.
Yeah. So post more in the training group and post more in the HKOTG group.
Yeah. Also, I think now that, you know, we're doing this podcast thing, I think this is a good opportunity to kind of just let people have an idea of the process that goes on when you go and you want to join the main group and stuff like that. You know, over the years, we try to be as open and accepting to a lot of people, and, you know, to be honest, we do whatever we can, but you can't stop trolls.
No,
you can't. It's hard to do. You can't stop fake accounts. You know, if you just have a free to join platform. But so what we decided to do was we wanted to just kind of give a quick screening process. So what we do is, if you send a request to HKOTG main group, what we do is we shoot you just a quick question. Do you really play Airsoft? Do you want to abide by the rules of the group? Are you going to go curse out people? Are you here to troll? Is this a real account? You know, just some simple questions like that. I mean, I think that's a fair I wouldn't say bar of entry, but a fair screening process that we have. So we try to minimize as much of the fake accounts as possible, because sometimes when we go to some other groups, just because we're part of multiple groups ourselves. Yes. Sometimes we go to some other groups. I'm part of a few Chinese groups and just bombarded with spam, and I feel bad. I feel bad for them.
Yeah. Some people don't even want to reply to those messages you send, but then that's a good thing, because we want people that are willing to put input, and if you're not even willing to reply to the message, then you're obviously not going to reply to other people's posts in the group.
And I think it's really not just restricted to us. I mean, if you go out to any kind of mass forum, for example, I'm part of the Planet Destiny forum. Haha, shout out. They kind of ask you to make a post just to make sure that you're a real person, you're not a bot. They want to help get you familiar, assimilated, and familiar with the community. And that's kind of something that what we want to do as well. We want to make sure that you're a person that that you want to be engaged, that you want to have your input and make your voice heard in the community. I think that's something that we want to be able to strive to do better. And when you have to say that constantly by a text or a Facebook message, it's hard to kind of get the emotion across as why we want to do this. It's not because we have some walled garden and we don't want nobody in, but it's just we want to also think about the majority of people inside the group, that we want to make sure that they are taken care of and they're not bombarded with all this garbage too.
Quality of player.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, of course, as time progresses, a lot of things are going to skew younger. We're going to have to open our doors to a lot more people, and that's why we made the trade.
We're all getting old now.
Very open. Oh yeah.
Oh, there's new guys coming in.
Yeah, but that's good. I mean, we want to be able to provide a good platform for new players, for younger players. Kids are growing up that they want to do this airsoft thing. We want to be able to be there for them and kind of help point them in the right direction. When they're playing. We want to try to be as fair as we can. We want to be as open as we can. We want to try to hear as many comments as possible from people. And that's just something that I think it's a good opportunity for us to just kind of tell everyone. Just some of the rationale as to why, or sometimes, why haven't they accepted my request yet? Maybe just do a quick check on your others box in Facebook.
Other box. The other box.
The other box.
You'll be amazed what's in the other box.
Yeah. I check on that box. Wait. Yeah. I don't check on that box enough. I'm sorry.
The other box. Check your other box. If you're waiting for an acceptance, check the other box. It's in there. Max has sent it in there. I'm sure it is.
Yeah. I think also while we're all in the community and we're going to be doing this podcast quite periodically, hey, you can feel free to send us questions that you would like to ask us, and we can do our best to answer questions for you while we're on air and whatnot.
Sure.
That we can do that. I think that would be a good way to interact.
If you want to see something in particular, then ask us. We'll see if we can go full mid, or if you've seen us and you want us to come visit you at your shop, let us know. We'll come. We'll come.
We're at the lovely M4 Milsim
CQB.
Yeah, 4. Man, that can't get cut too.
That ain't getting cut.
I haven't played since December. I'm sorry. Yeah. No, I hope everyone's having a good time, having a good Chinese New Year. I really hope everybody got a lot of money in Chinese New Year's.
See all those new guns.
Yeah. Gonna buy some
good money. You'll see some stuff coming up in the next month. A lot of cash.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So, as we continue to talk about community, let's talk about some games. We have a few games lined up for March.
Yeah. We got. Let's tell them who works on that.
Oh yes, good idea. Well, so the people who work for on our events side of the house is Brian, Max, and newly added Graham. So the three of them are kind of the guys that's going to be directing our event side of the house. If you guys have any suggestions for games, or if anything, you can definitely make us a comment to Max. He's pretty, on the ball with getting his replies out and listening to the community. Does a pretty good job. Yeah, why don't you check what events we have coming up so we can read them out specifically, so I don't get the name wrong. Yeah. we try to plan about maybe one game a week, so people who can't come to this game can come to the next one. That's something that we kind of saw that was another outstanding issue before, was we weren't organizing enough games, and when we did organize games, it was kind of hard for people to come.
5 games coming up.
5 games coming up. So we have one.
One's not a game. 4 games and 1 gun tech.
Right. So what are the dates, Martin?
So we got coming right up now on Saturday. I don't even know if this video is going to come out by Saturday. Saturday is the pistol game right here in Muslim CQB. And then we got an outdoor skirmish, which is at, I can't even say Chinese.
At Samguan Armed Forces in Yunlong.
Yeah, and then we got W28 on the 22nd of March.
That's a GBB game. So all y'all GBB lovers can...
Are you going to that?
I don't even know if I'm in the country yet.
And we got a better game on the 28th of March.
Yeah.
That's Max is running those. Those are fun. Those are just like not your average skirmishes. They're just like game modes.
Yeah, come and have fun, kind of game night kind of thing, you know?
Yeah. Which game are you in?
We'll try it.
Mark's been actually booked already for a game.
On the 15th.
It's the 15th.
I'm going to try to go to the 15th. I should be back in town on the night of the 14th.
Apparently you're hosting.
Apparently I'm hosting. Thanks, Max. Thanks. Thank you. I'm going to shake my head. So yeah, guys, make sure you come to our games, you know. We try to mix it up a little bit. You know.
Oh, games. The importance of attending early.
Oh. Please
attend early, please. Please.
Yeah.
We have to, obviously we have to put deposits down, right? And we want to book these venues, and in the seasons it's quite difficult to book the venues, so I or Max or anybody that's hosting actually has to wait until we have a certain number before we can actually go and put our money down, or we may lose the deposit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so attend early.
Yeah.
Then we can book it early.
Other than that, it also allows us to, again, it goes back to the gauging thing. It allows us to kind of see how many people are coming. Let's say, for example, only 12 people click the 10, and let's say the minimum people who come is 10 people. So we tell one of our friends at one of these sites, we only got 10 people or 12 people, you know? And then out of the blue, which has happened many times before, 40 people roll up. You know, Hong Kong is not that big a place. You know, let's be honest. You know, some of our CQB places, they cannot fit that many people without opening up the whole place for us. Like for example, if we go to SWS, and if we just tell SWS we only got 15 people coming. I did that.
I said I'm going to get 15 people coming, but we're booking the whole 2 floors.
Yeah.
And then in the last 4 days, we're like 40-something people.
You know, so
on one floor.
It's not a problem. It just, we would like everybody to just kind of like, in the first week or so, if y'all can let us know. If you come in, please click the 10. If not, at least click maybe. So we can kind of have an idea of how many people are coming. If you click maybe...
Maybe means you're maybe actually going to go, not maybe not going to go.
Yeah. So maybe is, if you click maybe and we have about 50 people in maybe, then we can kind of estimate it at around 25, 30 people.
Yeah.
You know, error on the side of...
And that also helps us grab a discount for you guys. So we're like, yeah, we got 40 people coming. You know, can we get so-and-so?
Yeah. So yeah, it's just not just us being, oh, we need the numbers, because, you know, we don't make anything off of this anyways. So it just helps you guys to get a better rate, 1. It helps us to help you guys, again, secure a better venue, 2. And it's just easier for us to do the math at the end of the day, because at the end, when y'all come in, and one day when you guys want to host your own games, you'll understand this. When you all come to the venue, and there's more people than expected. Less people is not that big a deal. The worst comes to worst, you lose your deposit. And to us, that's not that too big of an issue as long as we're serving the community and you guys are happy. What's that little bit of money? We all chip in for it anyways.
Yeah.
You know, but the biggest thing is when there's more people that come than usual, then a lot of times there's a lot of confusion with the site managers, because they now need to, you know, what do? Do they need to give us more preferential treatment and kind of push aside the other groups that are there? You know, let's say for example we come to beautiful Muslim CQB, they have an awesome field, but they really can't fit 30 people here, you know. And we want to also be conscientious of a lot of the people that are here. We want to make sure that the field has enough space to serve their other customers, and everybody has a good time. So if we know ahead of time, you know, if you really come in and you want to come, go ahead and click a 10, you know. Of course, yeah, you want to make sure your friends are going first and all that. But go ahead and click attend. If you want to bring a +1, just leave it in the comment section in the Facebook event.
It helps us organize.
It really does. It really does help us. And at the end of the day, it's basically help us to help you. We want to give you guys better sites, more space to play, better deals, and that's why we want to, kindly request this.
Yeah. So let us know, where do you want to play more?
Yeah.
What CQBs you want to play more, outdoors as well. Let us know that stuff so we can actually pass it on. Max can hear it, Max is there, and then he can plan those events for you guys.
For you guys. Game types. So Max been running the beta game, and all the reviews I hear from it, everybody has a good time.
Yeah.
I haven't gone yet, obvious reasons. Specific game types. We haven't run any, real big, large-scale game types in a while.
I did we had 40 people at SWS on one floor, and I did the Hunger Games.
Oh yeah.
Just one at the end.
Yeah.
And it was absolutely hilarious. I couldn't play obviously because I knew where everything was, but I was watching on the screen just like little chickens running around. It was absolutely so funny. Guys were picking up guns and they were like, and then they find another one swapping it out. And it's like, no mag, what? Yeah, it's good. It's actually a pretty good opportunity to actually shoot other people's guns.
Yeah, try some other stuff.
And one thing I noticed is that I was a bit hesitant to do it because I don't think anybody would want to put their little gun in the box. But everyone just dumped their guns in the box, and I was like, sweet, we got a whole pile.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then people were putting the guns down gently, being careful with them. So it was actually very respectful,
right,
and fun. So we'll try a few more of those.
Yeah, we'll try
Max,
more of those.
Hunger Games, man, it's great.
Yeah, I think we don't want to get stagnant, in our game times. I think that's really what it comes down to. Of course, there's always going to be people who want to do skirmish.
There's nothing wrong with it. It's skirmish, man.
Skirmish is great. You go out, I'm gonna see you, I'm gonna shoot you.
That's all I want to do is follow things and kill it.
It's fun. Find Declan, big guy, easy target to shoot. Why not, right?
It's because he's so easy to kill, really.
He's so easy to kill. He's just a big guy. He can't hide behind a tree.
He's gonna hate this.
He is. But he don't lift though.
He doesn't lift.
He doesn't lift. No. So that's why we also want to kind of test out some new game types as well. That's why if any of y'all been wondering why we've been what's fun? These kind of weird. What the hell is a beta game? I mean that's what it is. We want to try some new stuff. And God forbid everything gets a little stagnant and boring. We want to mix it up a little bit. So again, suggest some game types. We really want to look into some new game types.
Post them in the group. Yeah. Start a chat.
Yeah. And the other thing that we haven't done in a while, we haven't done a proper milsim off in a while, or try to run a proper milsim off in a while.
I think it's difficult.
I think it is. I think it really
space-wise.
I think not so much space-wise. I think when you run a milsim game, there's a lot that goes into it. I think that people might not know. You really kind of have to. It's almost like playing Dungeons and Dragons. You know what I mean? It's like it's just as nerdy. Let's be honest. It's just as playing cosplay as Dungeons and Dragons, and or LARPing for that matter. Yes, I know all this because I kind of do play.
Should we run a big game?
I would like to.
100 people?
I don't think 100 people would actually, would work out so well. I think if we do like a 100 people game, then we're gonna have to get a lot of help. We have to find a good location. We have to have a good story background. We need some actual ground commanders, people who can lead. People who are willing to go, but not necessarily go and shoot.
That's the problem, man. I want to go and play and shoot.
Yeah.
I don't want to be standing there going, beep.
I'm opposite. I just want to go. I want to hold my cigar with my Arnold Schwarzenegger impersonation. You run to the chopper. Get out of here. I just want to go do that. Johnny, why are you not capturing the objective? Get out. Go. Why are you dying at the start point?
Yeah.
It just. You gotta have to have those people who want to go and fill certain roles. I think that's some of the things that people might not get with milsim here in Hong Kong. I would say.
I mean, at the end of the day, I kind of get a kick out of it, you know. Organizing a big event is actually quite a, you know.
Right. I think at the end of the day, organizing the milsim, let's just take milsim as a genre. I think the organization part is the easy part.
Yeah.
You know, actually getting there and running the op is the hard part, I think.
But once you run a successful op like that, you feel like you kind of play the game.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I mean, I feel a bit more like accomplished, and I had fun that everybody else enjoyed themselves.
Yeah. I think it just needs people who are kind of experienced, and you know, because a lot of things in milsim games you really have to go by some of the scenarios set, and I think that's something that might be a little, I wouldn't say challenging, but I think it would be a different kind of concept for people. You know, you have a certain role you need to do. You have a certain thing you need to do. Like for example, you set patrols, you got to go patrol. You know, it's part of the op. If you don't do it, it doesn't. It kind of falls apart. It just becomes one big giant skirmish, and that's something that, you know, if you want to go out and we want to do a bigger op, it's something that we kind of want to try to avoid in a sense. You know, we want to make sure it's exciting and engaging for everyone. We've done some before. We've got to, you know, learn from the past. Made a few mistakes. I'll be very honest. But I think, you know, there's something that a few members talked to me about, and I think that's something that we can consider as we move forward.
Yeah, I mean, just got to attend. Click attend.
Just got to
click attend, and we can do it.
Yeah.
So let's give a bit of a shout out to some of the guys in the group.
Okay.
Some of the heavy posters.
Yeah.
Who's a heavy poster? Someone off your
I can't say Edwin anymore. I think it's just unfair. So I'm gonna leave him out of this one. I already talked about you earlier, Edwin.
Yeah. So let's see. Heavy poster. Here's a heavy poster.
Here's a heavy poster.
Edwin is a heavy poster.
Edwin is a heavy poster.
I'm a heavy poster. Jesus.
You don't count.
Let's see. Who had a good video? Johnny had some good videos. Johnny Chung?
Yes.
Operation HKOTG.
Yeah, that was a pretty good video.
Thanks for the upload.
Very cool. Way to go, Johnny.
Yeah. Albert? Another video poster.
Yeah.
Good job.
Very good, Albert. What's his last name? Yeah, post his last name too.
Albert Wang.
Albert Wang. You're the real MVP. Nelson's a heavy poster.
Yeah?
Yeah. Nelson Lamb. Thank you.
With his Tavors, he's just waiting to get 2 Tavors there.
Somebody's ready. Somebody got his Lycée money ready.
Call Hephaestus, man. Go get it. I'm sure it's all ready to go.
Let's see. Who else? Who else is a heavy poster? Andrew.
Andrew Dunphy.
Andrew Dunphy. Yes.
How about this guy?
I want to give a shout out to this guy. Shout out to Jeremy Yu. Always making my Facebook page a happier place.
Softcore porn.
A funner place to read on the daily. Thank you. You brighten up my day. Also, you make me have to cover my screen at times. Because I have colleagues who walk by my computer. Oh, what's that guy's that isn't he's in our group? Looks like Instructor Zero.
Oh, God forbid, I can't remember his name right now.
He's actually a really cool guy to play with.
For the life of me, I can't remember who he is.
Yeah.
Instructor Zero, yeah. Instructor Naught.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I keep on calling him Instructor Zero as well.
Yeah, his name is Instructor Zero.
Every time you see him, he rolls up, Instructor Zero!
Instructor
Oh man, he gets into character.
You played with him?
Oh,
yeah.
He gets right into character as well.
When I first saw him, I was like, that is uncanny.
Yeah.
And then we made that post, and
it
was like, no ways. No, that could not be true. Instructor Zero? No ways.
Yeah. Hey, while we're on this, I think we can end with this topic. What do y'all really think about Chris Costa in Japan? What was your take from it? No cheese, seriously.
No cheese. Excellent marketing skills.
Yeah.
I mean, he's gonna make. Basically, he went over there to sign papers.
Yeah.
That's all he did. He went to sign papers. They paid him to go over, sign papers. So let's look out for a lot of Chris Custer gear for Airsoft. Licensed Chris Custer stuff. I mean, you can make money off real steel, but you can make a hell of a lot of money off Airsoft.
Oh yeah.
More than real steel, perhaps, maybe.
Just look at the market. I think you could definitely.
It was so cheese, but if you look at it from like our perspective, it was a great marketing stunt. It was cheese as hell. Even for these guys, it looked embarrassing.
It was. No, like I think what I took away from it is I think we're going to be able to see a lot more instructors in the firearm industry take a different look at Airsoft. I know Travis Haley, he kind of had a thing that he discussed Airsoft for quite some time.
And it became popular.
And it did become popular. So I think it would be really great if you get people like Chris, you get people like Travis, of course, Tyler Gray. He does this all the time for the community, for the Airsoft community. He's in Hong Kong or in Asia several times, a year, one or few times a year.
You could have like Chris Costa design Airsoft guns.
Yeah, or even just looking at having these big names come and host trainings outside of the U.S.
Yeah.
I think that would be something that's very interesting for the community at large, and I think it's just good for a lot of players who want to take the
learn anything from Chris Costa if he came here.
I think you'd just be in awe with his beard. Can I go touch your beard, sir?
Concentrate your beard.
I know. No, but I think it's very positive, for them to kind of do this, and it was all the fun and games aside with the tactical catwalk.
Sure.
I think it's positive for the whole community in general, even for people who shoot real guns, to kind of look at it in a different sense, because it is very different here and in Asia in general compared to in America. Or even in Europe for that matter.
Completely different style.
It's a very different thing. To be very honest, if I was in the States, I'd shoot a real gun. I probably wouldn't play as much Airsoft.
At people?
No, not people. Depends. This guy, I might have to consider simunition.
But I mean, you can't really compare the two. Even if we could use real guns, I would still play Airsoft continuously. It's a great sport.
Yeah, I can definitely see that. So I think it's just it's a different thing, and I'm glad that people sometimes in the real gun industry, they're looking at the Airsoft industry and outside looking in. Sometimes it is kind of funny if you think about it. Sure. All the "don't worry, I'm from the internet" posts. It's kind of shake your head, but it kind of being in the whole thing, looking on the inside, looking out. There's a lot of dedicated people that want to learn, that want to do more.
Sure, I'd love to shoot faster, better, stronger.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
And I think what Chris did, other than the fact, put down the fact that I'm a big fan. What Chris did, I think, is very commendable.
Maybe that will get more people, more of them to come over.
I really hope so.
So here, not to Japan. Forget Japan. Here.
Yeah, this is where it's at. Come to Hong Kong.
Forget Japan.
Yeah. Japan's so expensive.
It's a lot cheaper.
We get all the toys fresh off the press.
Exactly. Right, let's wrap that up.
Yeah, that's episode 1 of the podcast. We hope to have this, on a more frequent basis. We'll work it out. Once a month, twice a month. I don't know. We'll figure something out.
You don't have time for that, man.
I don't have the time. It doesn't always have to be me. Oh, hey, you're gonna be Declan, the bigger guy.
Right, thanks for watching. Yeah. See you guys soon. Play safe. Get more interactive into the group. Join the games. Let's build those games back up again. See you guys soon.
And keep the nice pictures coming.
Pictures, yes.
More pictures.
Pictures. We want to see pictures. Get more talking. Post more stuff in the group. I can move it onto the page, and we get the stuff out there.
And remember, if you pet the dog on its head, usually its tail would wag.
Cheers to the guys. Cheers to the trolls. See you later.